A sharp Petrov's defense modern attack signals an aggressive start in German Bundesliga to 0-4-5 Bundesliga round 14, with Sindarov taking on Krejci. On e4. On e5. Knight f3. Threatening knight takes e5. Knight f6 played by Krejci leads us into Petrov's defense modern attack. On d4. Knight takes e4. On takes e5. On d5. Knight bd2. Sindarov considers playing. Knight takes e4. On takes e4. Queen takes d8 check. King takes d8. Knight g5. King e7. Knight takes e4, and increase their advantage significantly. Knight takes d2 played by Krejci. Bishop takes d2. Knight d7. Bishop e2. Bishop e7. King castled kingside. It is novelty move. King castled kingside. Rook e1. Knight c5. Bishop e3. Bishop g4. Knight d4. Threatening bishop takes g4. Bishop takes e2 played by Krejci. Queen takes e2. Knight e6. Knight f5. Sindarov is aiming to play. Rook a d1. Bishop g5. On c4. On c6. On h3. Bishop takes e3. Queen takes e3 and seizes the initiative. On g6 played by Krejci. Knight h6 check. King h8. Rook a d1. Sindarov's idea is to play Queen f3. On f5. On takes f6 and increase their advantage significantly. On c6 played by Krejci. On c4. Sindarov is preparing to play Queen f3. On f5. On takes f6. Bishop takes f6. On takes d5. On takes d5. Rook takes d5 and establish a winning position. On d4 played by Krejci. Queen g4 stop here and find the strongest move for Krejci. On takes e3 is the right idea because Rook takes d8. On takes f2 check. King takes f2. Rook takes d8. King g1. Bishop c5 check position is equal shifting to the main game. Queen g4. Sindarov is planning to play Knight takes f7 check. Rook takes f7. Queen takes e6 and establish a winning position. Bishop c5 slightly worse move played by Krejci. Threatening pawn takes e3. Bishop d2 played by Sindarov. Sindarov is planning to play on b4. Bishop e7. Knight takes f7 check. Rook takes f7. Queen takes e6 and gain a significant edge. Queen e7 played by Krejci. Queen f3. On f5. On takes f6. Rook takes f6 stop here and find the strongest move for Sindarov. Queen g4 is the correct move because Rook e8. Bishop g5. On d3. Queen h4. Rook ef8. Bishop takes f6 check. Sindarov have small advantage. Let's analyze the main variation. Rook takes f6. Queen e4 is not the best move played by Sindarov. Sindarov is preparing to play knight g4, rook af8, bishop h6 and take decisive advantage. Rook e8 played by Krejci. On g3. Sindarov intends to play on h4. On a5. Bishop takes a5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Knight g7 played by Krejci. Krejci's idea is to play queen takes e4, rook takes e4, rook takes e4 and take decisive advantage. Queen takes e7 played by Sindarov. Bishop takes e7. Rook takes e7. Rook takes e7. Bishop g5. Threatening bishop takes f6. Knight e8 played by Krejci. Knight g4. Threatening knight takes f6. King g7 played by Krejci. Knight takes f6. Knight takes f6. Rook takes d4. On h6. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop e3 played by Sindarov. On g5. Rook d8. Threatening bishop takes a7. On a6 played by Krejci. King g2. On h3. Knight d7. On b3. Knight e5. Bishop c5. Threatening bishop takes e7. Rook d7 played by Krejci. Rook takes d7 check. Knight takes d7. Bishop d4. On c5. Threatening pawn takes d4. Bishop b2 played by Sindarov. On b5. On takes b5. On takes b5. King f3. On c4. On takes c4. On takes c4. Bishop d4. Krejci had no choice but to throw in the towel.